You are now listening to The Final Word, the #1 Pacers podcast on the web, hosted by me, Raj, and my son, Preston. Pop by to listen to what we have to say about the state of your Indiana Pacers. Welcome back to another episode of The Final Word, the #1 Pacers podcast on the web. I'm your host, Raj.
And I'm your co-host, Preston. We have a great show lined up for you today. But before we get to that, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to The Final Word. But most importantly, hit that bell icon if you're watching on YouTube so you never miss a show. Plus, it will really help the production of the show.
Yes, it would help the production of the show. And you know what else would help the production of the show, Preston?
What?
If you guys would go ahead and check out Travel Pro X. Yes, once again, this episode is brought to you by TravelProX.com. Visit TravelProX.com for all your vacation destination planning. Visit TravelProX.com. Travel smarter, Travel Pro X. So, Preston.
Yep.
The playoff excitement is in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, in the state of Indiana. I'm so excited. It has been a long 4 years since we got swept by the Celtics in the first round. How are you feeling about this, Preston?
I'm excited because I don't even, the last time I saw Pacers on TV on the playoffs, it's been a while. And this year, I think we can actually get far, at least second round. And if we really pop off and prove some people wrong, the conference finals, I don't know anything about, finals. I think that's pushing a little bit, but because, consistency of our team and stuff. And even, Miles Halbert admitted to that, things have been, not as consistent, but we've proven everybody that we can be a playoff team, and look, we are a playoff team now. So I think I'm very excited. I think we can at least get to the second round, and I know it's been a while since I've seen that for Pacers getting to the second round.
It's been a long time.
Been a long time.
PG years.
I know. Not even Victor Oladipo. We couldn't get past first round Victor, right?
Couldn't get past the first round Victor.
Yeah.
Had some strong, nice memories of Victor. I know everybody loved Victor back when he was here. Talking about this is his city and everything's feathery and all that good stuff. But Victor's gone and he's apparently permanently injured, or it seems that way. Who knows what's going on with Victor Oladipo these days? But we are in the playoffs once again, and we have the matchup of a lifetime, at least for this lifetime. It's the matchup everybody was hoping for, the matchup everybody was waiting for. It's going to be probably one of the most highly publicized matchups of all the matchups. The Bucks and the Pacers.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing because, as we know, the Pacers were laying the smackdown on the Bucks all season long. Mm-hmm. They beat them 4-1 during the regular season. So The only game that the Bucks won was the one where Giannis was crying over his ball. So
yeah, that was unfortunate.
It's a bad look on Giannis. The only game he beats the Pacers, and it looks like he was just overly happy and just really wanted the ball. It's then people look back oh yeah, I can see why he was happy and wanted that ball. The Pacers were smacking him around the entire season.
Yeah, and we finally get to see we had this tiny little in-season rivalry. It wasn't really much of a rivalry, but it felt like it, especially for the Bucks and Pacers fans paying attention and stuff. Probably not for the rest of the league, but I feel if we show some. Because I know, during the last few set of games, in the first kind of games, it was just normal games. But, towards the last bit of it, you could tell it's a little heat, a little, Halbert said, he felt look, not tension, I forget what word he used, but it certainly felt like that. They was playing extra aggressive whenever it was the Bucks and stuff. People was getting fouled. He was getting, sometimes texts and stuff like that. I was it's always exciting when they play the Bucks. Always.
Yeah, Malik Beasley's getting chippy. What's his face? Bobby Portis Jr. He's getting chippy. Everybody's getting a little chippy, but it's all right. It's exciting. So the Pacers entered the playoffs in dramatic fashion. And was it really dramatic? They just beat down the Atlanta Hawks 157-115. Mm-hmm. I don't know how dramatic that was.
They're the Hawks. They're in the play.
Yeah, they're in the playing tournament, but they laid the smackdown on the Hawks.
We should have.
We should.
Sometimes, I don't know why, but for some reason Detroit has a win against us this season, which makes no sense. because it's just stupid stuff like that. Sometimes we lose against teams that we shouldn't be, but
Yeah, it's crazy. So there's a stat that out of all the teams in the playoffs, we're the ones that lost against the most teams with a sub 500 record.
yeah.
Out of all the teams, East and West, which means if we didn't,
No, if we didn't lose against those
we didn't lose those sub 500 teams like that, we'd have been in a much better position. You know, we could have been, second or third.
That's why people don't take us serious most of the time, because it's like we're not consistent. And sadly, when we're not, it's against those teams who are seen as lower grade teams. And but against the bigger teams, we fight for it, we get the win. But then the lower teams, I don't know if we don't play as hard because we think they're not gonna try to beat it. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just, and maybe it's just a sad coincidence. Just like how every time LeBron breaks a record, the Lakers lose. You know what I'm saying? It's just a sad coincidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very sad coincidence. But based on what you just said, that means we shouldn't have any problem with the Bucks.
Yeah.
We should.
What's our record against them?
4-1, I believe.
Yeah.
We beat them. They only beat us, like I said,
5 games.
they only beat us that one time when Giannis cried about his ball.
He had 60 points. So
Yeah.
I mean, I would want a ball if I had 60 points too. And the rookie, come on, man, it's Giannis.
But yeah, so yeah, Miles had a wonderful game. I believe he had 31 points. You say 4 blocks and 12 rebounds.
Believe so. Let me check.
31 points, 4 blocks, 12 rebounds. He played like a beast. He played Miles Turner, I feel like, is going to finally get the respect, because when Siakam came over here, Miles Turner still wasn't firmly established. It was kind of like, okay, when Siakam gets here, it's going to be obvious Siakam's going to be the number 2, Miles is going to be the number 3, and obviously Halliburton is going to be the number 1 option, even though he is the point guard. So
Yeah.
if he chooses to override, he can override. But I think Miles has proven that it's not so clear cut. Yes, we got Siakam, and he can get a bucket anytime he wants to get it, and it's great to have somebody like that. But we do have Miles Turner, who has shown himself to be a threat, and teams have to respect him.
Offensively now.
Yeah, offensively, teams have to respect him. He wants the ball now. He's not just, he's not being as passive as he used to be. He's gotten a lot more aggressive, and I like it. On Reddit, somebody started a apologize to Miles Turner thread, to where people were going in there and apologizing to Miles Turner because of what Miles Turner has turned into. And then just because we've always, and I've been guilty of this as well, Preston, and I know you have as well, talking about how soft Miles Turner is.
Yes.
Whoa, he was soft.
He caught a body yesterday.
Yeah, he caught some bodies. Yeah. Well, he caught one body. Either way, Miles Turner, he is definitely established himself, in my personal opinion. And I think it'll play out the way these playoffs play out, will even more so solidify. If Miles Turner comes out and plays in these playoffs against the Bucks like he played, I know it's just the Atlanta Hawks, but if he consistently plays like he's been consistently playing, and he plays like this against the Bucks, and let's see, he catches Giannis with another one, I think he's going to climb up in the ranks of everybody around the NBA, especially depending on how far they advance into the playoffs. And hopefully, I know he's 28, I believe, something like that. I know he's 28, but he's still standing a little more muscle,
Yeah.
If he can get a little more muscle, I wouldn't be mad at him.
Yeah, but I mean, as you can see, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, they've proven you don't have to have a ton of muscle to get past these guys and actually score. So at this point, I mean, we were kind of telling Miles, well, maybe it's because he's not as big and stuff, but he's way bigger than Chet Holmgren. So it's
between Miles Turner and Chet Holmgren, it just looks painful. Chet Holmgren looks eat a bowl of rice and some beans and throw some extra cheese in there and just
So I was it's at that point, it's anybody do that. That's what Trey thought. But
and Chet Holmgren and the Thunder are number 1 seed in the West. Who'd have thought it? Crazy.
Well, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is the Thunder.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad, Shane.
Hey,
My bad, SGA. He didn't mean to
favorite player.
disrespect you with that. I apologize.
yeah.
But yeah, so you just never know how things can turn out.
It's like, oh, what you gonna say?
No, you go ahead.
It's like, cause I want to beat the Bucks bad in the first round, so it could be like, cause everybody's talking about how the Bucks should make it to the conference finals with the Celtics. A lot of people got the Celtics pick winning, but I obviously don't want that to happen because first time we're back in the playoffs, I don't want us to get first rounded. But another reason why, like, there's like 5% of me that wants, like, if the Bucks won, I wouldn't be like totally mad, but the rest 95% of me would be furious, only because Damian Lillard is now in the Bucks. If it was last year Bucks, I'll be okay. Only reason is because I want Damian Lillard to get a championship, because he's one, like, I like Damian Lillard too, and so I'm trying to see him get a championship.
You know, this is a Pacers podcast, and Damian Lillard is.
I know.
I mean, he's in the
No,
East.
that's what I said.
He's in the East. Now, if you said this and he was in the West,
I know, that's what I'm saying, but then that's why I'm saying he's probably not going to, because as long as we're in the East,
right? As long as we're in the
East, he's not gonna get one.
All right, guys, please forgive Preston. please don't unsubscribe from our podcast.
Obviously, we're gonna stay in the East forever, so that's why I'm saying he's never gonna get past us.
Right? Please do not unsubscribe from our
Come on. What you think I was gonna say? You gotta let me finish. I'm gonna say, as long as we stay in the East, then because we're gonna always stay in the East. Come on now, you're not gonna get past us.
Okay, all right. I could care less about Damian Lillard's championship.
No, but it's like Chris Paul too. I was hoping he got one with the Suns when he was against the Bucks in 2021, but the Bucks won it. Giannis could get a championship anytime. And I just wish Chris Paul had one. I was his Pace podcast, but you know what I'm saying.
No, it's
I was giving another example of what I'm talking.
No, but Chris Paul's in the West, so I understand that, thought process.
Yeah.
If the Pacers don't make it past the first round and Chris Paul makes it to the finals, great. Good for.
Whoa, he's not making it to the finals, but yeah.
I'm just saying if that were the case, but I do not wish anybody good luck in the East.
Well, if we get first rounded, I honestly, I don't even care if Tatum don't get one, or if Brunson don't get one, or any of them, or Spider, or none of them. If we lose, I want the Bucks to win, because then it's like we lost to the greatest team.
Right. You're correct about that. I don't think the Bucks are the greatest team. I think they're the.
Well, if they win,
I think they're the greatest dysfunctional team at this moment.
So I'm saying, if we have 4 more games, I think we're only down by them by 4 games or something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, they're the greatest dysfunctional team in the NBA right now. After the Doc Rivers takeover, they are under 500 with their record of those games. I think they were 17 and 19 post, not post Doc Rivers, beginning with Doc Rivers, which is why they skid down from. They were kind of close to the Celtics, right? They were close to the Celtics for a while.
You said they were 17 and 19.
No, they're 17 and 19 post. Well, when Doc Rivers took over, now they're 17. They were 17 and 19 after he took over, which is why they were able to skid down pretty much to the obscurity of the rest of the teams from 2 through 8 that are all jumbled up. So, now speaking of the teams 2 through 8, I will say this. This playoffs in the Eastern Conference, I believe, has a potential to be the most competitive playoffs ever because of how close these records have been. I don't recall anything like this before, to where one day you can be, the 3 seed, then you could potentially be the 6th seed, you could potentially be the 2nd seed. I haven't seen that before.
And in the West, same thing applies. There was 4 teams all tied with number 1, or all tied with the same record. I think it was 3. It was the Denver, OKC, and Nuggets. Wait, Denver, OKC, and the Minnesota.
Yeah, we were
until OKC,
and we were tied with the Magic and Philly.
Magic and Philly, yeah.
So that's the same record.
Yeah, and that was crazy for both sides. So I think the playoffs this year will be most exciting on both ends, but really exciting in the East too, because it's over there, it's like there's a top teams at like 50 some games, and then it like kind of dips a little bit. But for us, it's like dang near from 2 all the way down. Like you said, it's like we all dang near have the same record.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's gonna be real exciting stuff. So I did take a poll. I took a poll on behalf of the Pacers podcast here at the Final Word. The Hoosier Hysteria poll. Pacers on the verge of a postseason return. And I asked the question, will the Pacers make it out of the first round once they've entered the playoffs? And as you know, as loyal Pacers fans that we are, most of us said that we would make it out of the first round. A resounding 100 out of 154 votes, 111 people said yes. That's straight ones. 111 said yes, we will make the playoffs. Only 4 of us, and I have to assume that these are people who have infiltrated the Pacers Reddit that are not even Pacers fans. They're probably like Cleveland fans or Bulls fans or something like that. So 4 people said no. We'll just assume those are not Pacers fans at all. And then 39 said not sure, just happy to be there. And you know, I kind of completely understand. I'm not going to say I'm not sure, just happy to be there, but I am happy to be there. And because it's been such a long time. So Stephen A. Smith is even giving us a little bit of a nod. You know, he thinks that with or without Giannis, the Pacers are going to beat not the Celtics, the Bucks. With or without Giannis.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe so as well, because we've proven that when they have Giannis, we smack them around. It really doesn't matter. And now we have Pascal. We didn't have Pascal when we smacked them around before. We had Brucey B. We had Brucey B.
Well, okay.
Yeah, we had Buddy. You know, now I will say I do miss Buddy and his shooting, because I do think that opens things up a lot for other people. If we can get somebody else like that again, or if we can somehow possibly get Buddy again, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
We're not getting
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you're right. That opened a lot of doors, a lot of opportunities for players in the court.
Yeah, because people had to respect Buddy. You have to respect Buddy Hield. So I think that allowed this facet of our play to, you know, expand as far as how we play quickly and all that good stuff. So our offense has, you know, dipped as far as pace and everything and everybody else, and I think that has something to do with it. But we're still a top offense, but so it's okay. I think we're like top 7 or something like that offense. So the Bucks, even though the writing is kind of on the wall, and you know, you still never know, because this is Giannis, and Giannis does have playoff experience, a championship, and all that good stuff. But so do we. We got a guy, Pascal Siakam, has a championship, playoff experience. You know, he knows what it takes to get the job done.
Miles Turner has playoff experience.
Yes, Miles Turner has playoff experience.
McDermott.
So I think we'll be fine. But even with all this, arrogant Bucks, Malik Beasley still thinks that he's going to give us a problem, which I think is quite ridiculous. Quite ridiculous. What was that quote he said? Let me pull it up real quick. What did Malik Beasley say?
It's right.
Yeah, he said, I know we're going to play them in the playoffs, and boy, it's not going to be pretty for them. Now, that being said, you have to understand, yes, he has to be confident in his team, but
not gonna be pretty.
That's like when Tristan Thompson said the road to the East or something like that still runs through Cleveland or whatever. It's like, yeah, everybody's gonna run through Cleveland. Like, you gotta come through Cleveland. It's like, yeah, we're gonna all come through you, kick you through the side or whatever. So that was funny when he said that. And yet he's on Cleveland again. He just can't stay away from being a Cleveland Cavalier. Good old Tristan Thompson.
Mm-hmm. He's on a good team once again.
On a good team once again. He just knows how to he just knows how to float around the good team and be on there. So
just like
LeBron for a hot second again.
Just like McGee.
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee always on
JaVale McGee.
I miss JaVale. Why do you have he retired, right?
I'm not sure what's going on with JaVale McGee.
I remember I saw him on the team in 2020, 2021, 2022, maybe. After 2021, I don't think I saw him on the team.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with JaVale McGee.
I miss JaVale McGee.
Yeah,
Man.
indeed. But yep, we're gonna give them some problems.
Oh yeah, we're gonna whoop it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if we go 4-1.
yeah. Most people got it. Most people, I think, they think we're gonna beat them in 6, which honestly, I think we could beat them in 5.
I think we could beat them in 5, but come on, let's give Giannis some respect. Let's give Damian Lillard some respect. I think they could possibly. I think it's most logical for us to beat them 5-1 or 5 in 5 games. But if one of them pop off like Giannis did that one night, or Damian Lillard decides to hit a random game winner, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, one of Tyrese's doesn't go in or something like that, because you know he be hitting game winners too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's good. Sometimes Tyrese will have like 7 points their whole game until the fourth quarter. He turns up, gets it right, 24, and all that came from threes and putting us up there. So you know, that's why I like Tyrese too, cause like he's very impactful in the fourth quarter. He could play like crap the whole game. He knows it too. He just focuses on about passing. He's not trying to do too much. Let Siakam and Miles do whatever. Then when it comes time, and he's like, all right, y'all, let me hit a couple buckets. He can pop off and get like 4 threes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I like about him. Like, if he's not going, he's like, all right, let me chill. Let me come in the fourth quarter, help y'all out. So, that's what I like about him.
That's what I like about him too. So,
because I ain't like how, like, before he came or, like, while we was hurt, we would always play so good up until the fourth quarter, and then we just wouldn't play good at all.
mm-hmm.
Play good the first 3 quarters, and then we just wouldn't play good at all. I ain't liked it.
No, I ain't like it either. Didn't like it at all, but I think things are going to turn around for us. So I do want to talk about some other things. So obviously Miles Turner, he's getting some respect. TJ McConnell, he's getting some more respect these days. He popped off for a couple threes the other game, I believe, and I think he had at least a couple of them. Apparently, he was one of LeBron James's favorite players. So it makes you wonder, because we do respect TJ. We like TJ McConnell. He's one of our favorites. Me and you, Preston, we got a chance to meet him last year.
Oh, yeah.
Great experience. Great experience for both of us. Yeah. Is he trying to silently recruit TJ McConnell? Is he trying to pull him away from our team, like old Lance away from our team in the same way?
Well, whenever LeBron says it's like one of his favorite players, something like that, it's because he's like, ooh, we could use him.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, because one, TJ's a hustle player. 2, he realizes that TJ can get a bucket, and for some reason, for a good majority of the season, we didn't want to play him, even though last night he was 7 for 11, 63%. He had 17 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and he was 3 for 4 from the 3-point percentage. He had 3 threes.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know why we didn't play him. If we played him back then, we could have beat them sorry teams. And every time we were playing them sorry teams, we sub TJ in, we start beating them.
Yeah, I just don't understand why people don't really fully understand what TJ McConnell, even the coaches and people in the higher ups in the Pacers organization don't fully understand. Maybe they do fully understand what TJ means to this team. He's not just a fan favorite, but he's like Lance. He was a fan favorite.
Yeah.
You know, he was cool, but he even though he was scrappy, he couldn't get it going like TJ, the Energizer Bunny.
TJ will literally go inbound pass, rush down to the court, you know what I'm saying? Have a set screen, you know what I'm saying? Fake the pick and roll, and then, bucket. And go down again, jump shot. Then he'll go down again. Oh, he can't get the shot, go to the other side of the rim. Like, it's just, or he'll turn around, another, like, it's just, it's just quick buckets, because you be thinking, because he's always looking to pass, too, just like Tyrese. But then the way that he be tricking him is he'll shoot the ball instead. The way Tyrese be tricking him, he'll look this way, Tyrese throw it that way, or Tyrese will glance that way, and then, you know what I'm saying? Or Tyrese will just pop up a 3. But for TJ, he goes inside and gets a bucket. It's just cool how he does it. Like,
yeah, it's impressive. It's an art. Definitely an art.
And he's fast. Like, he's very fast. And then after he scored, he go, boom, right down.
Yeah. So, no LeBron, you cannot have TJ McConnell. So, that being
just
said,
like how he won another Caruso, because it's literally it's Caruso 2.0.
He wants another Caruso.
That's literally what TJ is. And notice how when they had Caruso made them little hustle plays to keep them in the game, and that's how they won.
Mm-hmm. So no LeBron, you cannot have TJ for the year or two that you're going to still be in the league. Who knows? You might pull a Tom Brady and stay until 45. So who knows? I don't think it's really been done in the NBA where somebody stays until 45 years old. Maybe back in the day when there was plumbers and firemen and stuff like that.
Well, you know who has the highest record?
What's his name?
As far as age,
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Udonis?
Doesn't he's the oldest player now?
I mean, Udonis, I believe he was 41, maybe 42.
I thought he was 42. Oh, I thought he was the oldest player.
But I don't think he was the oldest player like ever. I mean,
Never mind. But
you know, back
yeah.
when they was, you know, fixing people's sinks and then going to practice. Like, I gotta
Be like,
clean the water heater real quick so I can go to my practice.
car workers. Ain't Billy White smell like oil? Like, you know what I'm saying, man? I just picked the Roberts.
Yeah. So, I do want to talk about Obi Toppin. So, I don't know. I don't know if Obi Toppin's a fan favorite, but he's definitely one of my favorites because he's exciting to watch. In my personal opinion, for my vast Pacers knowledge in the Wayback Machine, I believe Obi Toppin is probably the best in-game dunker that has the most complete game that we've had. So we've had some really good in-game dunkers. If you were to just count like the best in-game dunk, I'm not gonna say he has the best in-game dunk ever. I'd probably give that to Paul George, or I give that to Gerald Green. Probably definitely Gerald Green actually. Then I give Paul George number 2.
I think Gerald Green's the best in-game dunker. Him or Paul George. It's like Obi, like.
Well, you gotta remember, I said best in-game dunker with a complete game. Gerald Green.
Well, then definitely Paul George.
No.
Paul George was balling.
Okay, all right. Now, I'm also on the scale of Obi can go up and catch a lob. So,
Okay.
when that's from the overall scale. Now, I'm not saying Paul George isn't a better overall dunker than Obi Toppin.
Yeah.
As far as that's concerned, I'm going to give that to Paul George as far as originality and everything that he can do. And I think that's quite painfully obvious from the point in time Obi Toppin was actually in the dunk contest. Terrible. But as far as in-game dunker, Obi Toppin, top notch. For whatever reason, he's phenomenal. And I think that's the reason they wanted to be in the dunk contest before. He can get up there, he can grab it, and he can throw it down. It's exciting. It's amazing. And he can shoot the 3 right now. He's actually, that's why I say best complete player and best dunker at the same time. Best complete player, overall, obviously that goes to Paul George without a doubt. But I'm talking about with the flashy in-game dunking, Obi Toppin has it, in my personal opinion. I have not seen anybody. I've never seen anybody. We had Glenn Robinson. He was cool, but yeah, didn't have a complete game. You know, stuff like that. So, but either way, yeah, I think we have to wrap this podcast up, Preston. I think we have to wrap it up. There's so much more I would like to talk about, but
Give it to you tomorrow.
we're gonna have to give that to you later. Yeah. So we don't want to stretch this out.
Yeah.
We want to give you guys a little bit, you know, give you a little sprinkle.
Get a little, little sprinkle right there.
So
We're gonna give y'all more. We're gonna come back with another podcast. We're gonna give out blasts. Blast of more topics.
yes, sir. So Preston, it is the time.
It is.
What is your final word?
My final word is, drumroll please.
Digga, 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 digga.
Playoff. No, win! Because we're gonna win.
That was very anticlimactic.
Win.
Said playoff.
Win. Win. It's gonna be win. All right. Dad, what is your final word?
My final word, I'll say my final phrase is destroy the Bucks.
Well, how you always do the final
word. Hold on. Destroy the Bucks. And my final word will actually just be win. I don't know.
You can't steal mine. Come on, Dad. You can't steal
All right. My final word will be goodness.
See, it's not just me. Fans, you know I'll be struggling, but it's not.
All right, so I'm struck. But anyways,
Come on.
I'm still on Preston's final word. But it's been a pleasure. I'll do better next time.
Better.
Okay.
Better is the final word.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening to The Final Word. We will catch you guys later. Be blessed.
Peace.
Hey guys, we hope you've enjoyed this podcast snippet. If you'd like to continue the conversation with Preston and I, just click on the next video. But always be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you'll be automatically notified each time we release a new episode. But until then, Martin says...
Peace!